Hi there, Fabian here. It has been a while and I have something special to share with you. Give me 1 minute to lay it out and 2 or so minutes to just show you how it works. This is conference season and we are in the thick of it. 2 weeks ago in Dallas was TechCon 365. Next week we're going to have two of them, Microsoft Ignite in San Francisco and Live 360 and all of the other 360 branded events in Orlando. And 2 weeks after that, we have ESPC, European SharePoint Conference in Dublin, Ireland, which for the first time in 9 years, I'm not going to be there, which is a major, major bummer. If you're like me, you get some anxiety around conferences, whether you're a speaker, an attendee, or even an organizer. As a speaker, I'm usually finding out at the last moment, usually inside the speaker room on the day off, that there's another speaker that has a session that's similar to mine. Further, one can be considered intro and the other advanced. And the advanced comes before the intro. This is not a good experience for the attendee or even the speakers because we're all scrambling at the last moment to try and figure it out. Once I'm done with all of my session, I enter into attendee mode inside my head. Does it make it any easier? Nah. Now I'm wondering about which sessions to attend. I want to know when my favorite speaker is doing their session. When is this particular topic going to be presented? And maybe not just one topic, but all of the topics. How do I get to see that? Or in this day and age, I'm just super lazy and I'm spoiled and I want AI to do everything for me. So build me that itinerary, send it to me, and I'm just going to go sit down inside those sessions because they're all suited for me. Lastly, perhaps you're an attendee or an organizer and you want to find out which session is being searched the most, which one is going off the roof, going viral as it so to speak. So enter ConferenceHaven. Why did I build this? Because we've all been there. We've all been in a moment now where technology can help us navigate this space. We also do not have to be bound by a separate app for each conference, or better yet, we don't even need a fixed UI. Why not just use the UI that you're comfortable with or I'm comfortable with? Is it Copilot and one of its declarative agent or custom agent? Is it ChatGPT? Is it Claude Desktop? Or are you out there in the weeds like me sometimes where it's VS Code and GitHub Copilot and you're in agent mode and you said, hey, let's just ask that, that agent right now. So let's get stuck in. So let's start off here at ConferenceHaven.com. I'll put that link there somewhere for you as well. And if you want to find out how it works, this goes into full detail for that, but I'm not going to boil the ocean with that for you. However, what I'll tell you is that on the GitHub, there's this public repo called ConferenceHaven, ConferenceHaven/community. Grab another link for you there as well too. And that basically gives you what it is in a nutshell, a bunch of quick starts based on those clients that we talked about before, tells you how to get them set up. And whether if you're in a pro paid plan, there's actually a very easy way to do MCP because it's built in. But if not, then you have to just do an MCP.json if you want to go the MCP route. Or as you'll see later on, you can just go directly to the browser. So won't go through this. I'll put a link there for you. And if you really, really, really want to get into the weeds and read how I built this, there's an architecture document there inside the doc section as well too. But as I promised, let's just get into this right here. So in fact, if I close this out, you basically back at the website, you can click chat now to get there. So if I come here and I say, what conferences are coming up for the rest of the year? And I know I'm not spelling this correctly, but that's the beauty of an LLM, right? Figures you out. So thinks for a little bit, comes back with these three. So I'm going to ask it another question. I'm going to say, for Ignite next week, are there any sessions around MCP and A2 or A2A or both? List them in a table format for me with intro at the top and advance below with speaker name. That's quite a bit right there, right? It's almost like you're talking to an individual and you're giving them some instructions. So let's see what's going to happen here. It will take some time. If it takes a little bit too long, I will speed this up inside the post-production, but boom, came back pretty quickly. So in a nice table format, introductory, advanced, and lets me know these sessions that are coming up. And some of these names are pretty familiar. This one with Mark Wallace. I think Sean Henry's in this one as well too. This one with Paolo Rabia from the Dev Advocates team. Also April Dunham and Daniel Leskowitz. So Henk from the Netherlands. These are all names that I know. Too bad I will not be there, but you can see exactly how that is. So let's do another thing and say let's add this one with Paolo. I'm going to say, let's copy and paste this, Control C. I'm going to say add this session to my calendar. I'll do use fabsgwill@gmail.com, and I'll do that. And boom, it's there. And if I go to, let's go to here and let's go to here. I wasn't planning on doing that. I basically came a little bit unglued a little bit here and doing stuff riffing. And there it is right here. Came in right now. And there's a guy right there. So it came in, 0 minutes ago, which is like right now, basically. So close it out. All right, so we've done that. So next, analytics. So this goes to the point I said before about wanting to see some stuff. In fact, I'm not going to do this. This is mine. And the reason why this is here is to show you that, you have the ability to go to analytics.conferencehaven.com. If you want to see some of this, this is just a little bit more refined and this is meant really for organizers. But while this is out there in the open, I'm just going to leave it open. But if we go under, let's see, this account, which is a regular user, Jada Williams, as you see here, doesn't have the admin experience, but you can see here how you can see all of the different conferences, and you can see the amount of queries, total, sessions that were done in terms of people accessing the tool. You can see the different type of usage breakdown. That is like for me, but I would like to see that. But as an attendee, you may want to know, top sessions by calendar invite. So these are the sessions that people say, send me a calendar invite. And you can also see the search categories, topic exploration, return all sessions for SAP, speaker search, looking for Mark Wallace is delivering. You have session details. Can I get some details about that session? And also the planning one where you're asking people to, which keynote sessions and stuff like that. You can break that down into different conferences. Like this is the one for Dublin and in ESPC. And you can see, the same type of thugs, different type of results that are coming back there as well. Now remember what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you Copilot Studio. So a buddy of mine, Kevin out of the UK, rang me up because he was going to be doing this in his session. And again, the flexibility of MCP is that you can use MCP in just about any tooling, and inside Copilot Studio, you can do an MCP connection. And with an MCP connection, you can see the connection, and all of the tools are here as well too. So I can run the same query again. I can say, list me all the conferences that's happening for the rest of the year. And this should basically call the list conference tool. And as you can see, it's coming back. We can see the raw information there. I can say, who is going to be doing keynotes at ESPC? I know Jeff has to be there. I think Caruana will be doing one as well. Heather likely. Maybe Adam Harmitz, I'm not sure. There's Jeff Teeper. There's Heather. There's Caruana. And there may be more, but as you can see here, I'm going to say, tell me more about, well, let's not do that. Let's do another one. Are there any sessions on MCP at ESPC? And There we have the Paolo one that I knew about right there as well. So as you can see, it's also working inside Copilot, and it does a fantastic job as an MCP server. This is using HTTP streaming. That's the reason why it's so easy to use and extremely flexible. And as you can see on the phone here, I can do chat now, and I can also say, tell me about any sessions by Amanda Silver at Ignite next week. So this is basically mirroring my iPhone right now. And we should, this is basically the phone experience. So again, because it's using just a simple React app, it just goes down to the form factor, and we can see here we have one with Yina, Sarah Bird, and Amanda Silver, and then we have another one down here as well. Well, that's it. So in a nutshell, that's it. I want you to try the tool. Let me know how it works. File a bug if there's a bug. Give me some feedback on how it is. I'm really interested in hearing how it works. And if you think this solves a problem for you or for the community, that feedback is also welcome. Thank you very much. Enjoy your conferences for the rest of the year and next year as well. Cheers.